autocorrect here. Word is dangerous on its own. Surprisingly not that. You'd be surprised what goes through and what doesn't get caught. Like, because like I had a message on YouTube the other day. YouTube held it for 4 fucking days before it showed me. And it was a safe as comment. And yet I have like comments that are really not safe come through. And I'm like, what are you even doing? Kind of thing. London Seeds Rescue, who wears Asora? Can I get you to rescue them? Hell, they've got 10 hours. They'll be okay. They'll get to hospital. Labia is okay, but she's not in any kind of a trading sort of mood in the way that she's kind of hurt. I think everybody else is up to 10 hours now. So even if they get attended to, they should be fine. Promo's literally the only one in the bad spot. Pretty sure. Yeah. And Law's had some health revoked because that's what happens here when you fuck up and want to go slaughter animals. Yeah, what else is going on? Wounds an indicator of infection. Hope it's just blood. Well, getting fresh out of the shower would be plasma. You could cover yourself in white cover makeup as a sunscreen. Get black umbrella and full goth clothes and become the most dashing princess of darkness. Look, I'm already going out in full black anyway on that day. I realized that my track shoes are also black. And I'm like, oh yeah. But if I'm going out into the sun, I don't, like with like an open wound as a face, I don't want to put makeup on it. I'm already really like irritated by the fact that I have to put moisturizer on my face for the whole week because I hate like the sensation moisturizer. Funniest thing was, after I put it on my face and I laid down, I was laying there and I'm like, man, I hate the sensation of moisturizer on my face. I'm like, and I was trying to think of like, I also hate it on my hands. And then I'm like, no, it's really not just like my hands on my face. I also hate it when it's like on my feet. And I'm like, no, I also hate it when it's like on my legs or my arms or just in general on me. And I'm like, I see what the problem is I just don't like moisturizer. And I'm like, okay, it's not that it's on me, it's the sensation. I have also got the best one that I've found over the years. Not the best quality, the best brand, whatever, none of that shit. It's the one that's like, you can put it on and it will like absorb into your skin and stop being like greasy and oily. But it's just, I can feel it still because I just don't use it. So yeah, it still does the thing. I'm also gonna have some water just quick. Was it or a black veil? That'd be awesome. I don't have a veil anymore. I used to. I had one on a hair pin thing that I used to be able to put in my hair, and it put like a little like veil thing. I was just having a think if I still had anything along those lines. I'm like, I don't have like any hat or like hair stuff. Like I have like ribbons and I have like scrunchies and shit like that and like ornaments and crap, but I don't still have any. Like I don't know, at some point I just got like sick of hats and I just got rid of them. I'm just gonna see if I can find something that does decent social for a second. That's not actually at the moment hurt. You can do kind of decent social. You should be doing a lot more social than that. Johnson, come with me. As a 14, you're probably the best one I can get for this. Go do the trade. Yeah, no, I definitely wanted to do more dressed up going out to like the dinner. Like the dinner, I've got like probably like a green and black top is what I'm thinking of, but I kind of want to put it with jeans since I don't know why, but whenever I go to eat meat, and it's been a long time since I've got to just go eat meat, I always used to wear jeans with it, so my brain just automatically put jeans aside for it. I'm like, I don't even know if I'm going to wear that. Otherwise, I'll put it with like a black skirt or something like that. And I don't really have, like I was thinking about it the other day and I'm like, I'd love to just like wear my old like huge boots and shit, but I don't have them. They deteriorated over the years. I had to throw them out, which kind of sucked, but I'll get more someday. But yeah, I was going to go with like, because I've got like a green top is what I'm probably going to wear, or green and black. I probably put like brown, like toned makeup and shit with it. But I'm going to see if on Friday I can get a new lipstick. We have a second trader here. Which groups are you from? They're from the same group. Why have I got 2 people from the same group? I'm not complaining, don't get me wrong. Yeah, I realized that I only have really, really dark lipsticks. And I'm like, I should probably maybe get something a bit lighter, because I probably won't be able to wear heavy makeup. Not that I generally wear super heavy makeup, but like I wear dark makeup when I wear makeup. So even if it's not on heavy, it looks dramatic, I guess would be the word. Striking kind of thing. Yeah. Plus the lipsticks that I've got, one of them is really old. I really should throw it out. It's like a really nice dark purple one. The purple one that I've got listed on my throne, I've got to remove from there because it apparently won't ship to Australia. But it's the same color as the lipstick I've got. I wanted to get it as a replacement, but I can't get it. It won't ship. So I'm going to see if I can find one in that color anyway, because I still like that. I still like my purple tone makeup and stuff. Because like I put it with like a light purple eyeshadow and it just looks really nice, especially since I've got strikingly blue eyes and stuff. So it kind of like works with that really well. Plus the rest of like, it's literally generally the only color I've got on me. For all of my clothing when I'm out and stuff, is like, it's the only like splash of color is either my lipstick or my eyeshadow. Everybody's getting tended to. They look like they're all pretty good. They'll probably live. Plus, we get some mechs now, so I guess we get some mech gear. There's also a panther in here that needs to probably go get cremated. And these things to haul, I guess. We're also going to get an ad in a hot second, I'm pretty sure. Is it intense? Lol. Yeah, it's intense in like the... Like if you would... It's very hard to describe this, but like from what I can tell is whenever I've got makeup on, whenever somebody compliments my makeup or reflects on my makeup vocally to me and stuff like that, they always talk about how striking like my eye makeup and stuff is, and or like how piercing my eyes end up being because of it. Like it just draws attention to it in a good way kind of thing. But at the same time, like I've had like people, you know, probably you guys may or may not know, there was a time where like there was like a bold lipstick kind of trend. I'm not a trend person, but I enjoyed the fact that there was like vibrant colors and darker shades and more shades than just reds and browns and shit and stuff. So like I liked my purple lipstick. I have got reds and stuff because like when I wear red, that is also a really striking kind of color on me. But yeah, I'm not really feeling the shade of red I've got anymore. Plus the other thing too is, you guys probably won't know this, but when makeup ages, it also, I don't know if I'm selling that. I should be buying it. When makeup ages, it deepens in color. It gets darker. So the color it is when I bought it versus the color it is now 10 years later, it's not the same shade. And somebody out there just absolutely gagged on their cereal. But yes, I've got makeup that's like over 10 years old. I only use makeup on a freshly showered, clean face, and I have freshly washed hands, and I use a clean towel to dust out like my brushes and stuff into. So there's no makeup left in any of the brushes. There's no makeup left on or around beyond the palette and stuff like that. And I don't generally go face to palette, it goes palette to face, clean brush, then if I need more kind of thing. So my stuff actually stays really clean for a really long time, which is really nice, because I've seen some other people's makeup and it's got stuff growing in it and I'm like, oh, what do you even do? What do you do with your makeup? Do you just shove your whole fucking face and like fingers in there? It kind of grosses me out when I see some people's like makeup palettes. I've never had mold or anything on mine, thankfully. Not even on like the brushes and stuff. I'm really lucky because like I don't have any of like the sanitizing stuff, but I do put my makeup stuff in like boiling water every so often, so it just fucking cleans it. I don't recommend that for anybody, but I also use cheaper makeup too, so it's not like I give a shit if I put it in something and it's like ruined. Like, I do still care because it's still money that I've spent, but like I don't care as much as somebody else who would probably buy like $100 palette of eyeshadow or something like that. Mine's like the most I'm spending is like maybe $20. Like that's the most I'm spending, and that's for something that's got to last me for like 10 years. It's gotta. I'm so fucking cheap with makeup. I really am. I don't want you to consume that. I want somebody to haul this. We'll come back to this in a hot second. Can you haul that? I need to haul in all the meat before it spoils, because it is summer. What else? All the things I hate on body. I can't stand using nail file. Gives you shudder just thinking about the feeling of my nails being filed. I can't stand the concept of like thinking of somebody else's nails being filed, and I hate like if somebody else does it. But I have like a really fine one. It's like it's really, really sharp and flat and fine. So when it goes like back and forth, it just feels like you're rubbing up against something like really smooth on your nail and your finger and stuff, as opposed to feeling the coarseness and hearing it in the texture and crap. So I don't get any of that, luckily. But I've gone out of my way to get like good ones of those at least, just because like I used to try so hard to grow my nails. I never have managed to. It's mostly just like when I'm not trying to do something, they grow. But I'm also like just generally, I guess, like a rough person. Like if I'm like making my bed, for instance, like I know I'm going to smash whatever nails I've got at the time. I don't care. I've got to get that fucking mattress fitted thing on, right? So yeah, I will absolutely like dig my nails into the material and reef that over the edge to get it fitted or something like that. I don't care. It's going to smash anyway. And if it doesn't smash doing that, it'll smash doing something else. My nails have like always been really, really fine. But that's just because of like the hand washing more than anything. That's exactly what they have money-wise. Let me take that. Because of the OCD hand washing over the years, like my nails just, they never get a chance to fully get like as long or as sturdy or whatever as they could be. I kind of want these guys away from my stuff too. I can't really do too much about that. Most of my people are going to sleep, and a lot of them don't do hauling. Or if they do hauling, they're probably gonna eat it. I'll get you up here to do it. Eyeshadow and Beza walk into a bar. What? What's Beza got to do with that? I've got questions. I got questions. How does that sentence even come into thing? Did I say something that sounds like Beza or something? Or is it just like Beza's just clumsily walking into a bar? Because like I gotta know. But yeah, I don't really wear makeup much. I think when I was working, I wore it. Like I definitely wore it a lot more when I was young. I got really good at it, just like on my own, figuring out how to do like whatever. This is also like before the time of like beauty influencers and YouTube and stuff. I figured out how to do my own shit back then, just like based on my face and how it looked and how I felt about it and stuff. And I just kept playing with it and changing it till it got to what I liked. I've got like all kinds of different looks that I can go with it. I can have like really like fresh and light. I can have like all the way through to dark, full gothic and stuff like that. The only problem is that this area is stupid for trying to buy makeup in. This is why I try to have a look when I go out on Friday, because we're going to like somewhere further away. But this area has like, I've said it so many times, this is an extremely white area. And I'm talking about like the crusty kind of like suburban household kind of, I don't know, kind of like file in line kind of people sort of thing that just nobody's doing anything dramatic or interesting kind of stuff, you know? So I kind of like, I can't really get like good variety of shit here. It's just like, it's watered down, very, very suburban mum kind of makeup stuff. And I'm like, I don't want that look. Like my skin, what do you call it? Like foundation shit the color of the stuff that goes on like my face before like the rest of the stuff. I can't even get the shade that I am at the moment. I have Snow White. I have like something that's actually lighter than my skin, which is impressive because I haven't seen the sun in a while. And I've got something that's like most people's normal skin tone kind of thing. Like, you know, just the what people would use underneath is like concealer. And I'm using that as foundation because my skin's so white. But it's still just the slightest bit too dark. Like some of it I'm using as like blush for shadows, but it's like somebody else's like fucking, I don't know, generic ass foundation. I see you too, Andre and Jaylee. I see you there with the techno horse and the popcorn. I almost had some popcorn today, but I'm like, I don't know, I just ate some sunflower seeds instead. What are you two up to? What are you doing? Oh, popcorn. I know, right? Every time Andre comes in with the fucking bucket of popcorn, I immediately want popcorn. But because I've been like consistently making my popcorn like ultra spicy, I kind of have to want to sit there and eat it really carefully to enjoy it. I'll let Campbell go rest because he's done a couple of trips so far. These two though, these guys up in here cooking. You guys could go hauling, but yeah, I don't know how much you guys caught, but basically my whole face is currently an open wound, and I'm trying to figure out like what to do about going out into sun on Friday, and then I want to wear makeup on Saturday, but I probably shouldn't, but I want to because I want to like get dressed up and look nice and shit for my partner's birthday. Yeah, it's fine. It's just I was like really tired yesterday and I really just didn't feel how much I was exfoliating my face when I was exfoliating. So, yeah. And now I have to deal with moisturizer, and I fucking hate moisturizer. Which I was sitting there and I'm like, I kind of wish that at least as much as I don't like moisturizer, I sort of wish I owned like a face moisturizer because I'm using a hand moisturizer on my face. What's up, Kango? You starving, mate? You're consuming berries, mate. You're always fucking dying of something. Go eat a packaged survival meal. You know that you can eat these, right? I literally don't care who's reserved it. But yeah, I'm hoping that if nothing else, it heals without scabbing. Because if my face is covered in scabs on his birthday, I'd be so fucking upset. Like, he's not going to care. He won't care. It's just that, like, even if I wanted to put makeup on top of that, it's going to be really difficult to do that unless I do, like, a really thick face makeup, which I kind of don't want to do. But, oh my god, all my animals. We've still got gaps in here. Somebody mustn't be in bed yet. We had some of these guys earlier. That was a fun experience. I also forgot that I was going to stop at 1, but it's nearly 2. I'll stop at 2. There's so many animals. Yeah, it's a few. Fuck knows how many we got now. We must have closer to 700. We had a couple of we had a panther die in that mech battle. I also know that's not on, so I don't know if they would have taken her into down here. There's more friends. Hi, gang. Lol. Yeah. Maybe they butchered her already? Yes, they already did. I was going to say, I'm like, I don't know where that panther went. My brain just immediately went back to the fucking, hey Fred, don't eat that. My brain just went back to the thought of the, fucking Rim Connect things I've got set up for, like, rewards, and Q's, like, remark about how apparently they're incredibly affordable. I'm like, I'm worried about you lot. I'm worried about you lot and Rim Connect. What are you doing, Phoenix? I love how Phoenix has walked in here and Azula's just, like, in the wedge of the door just looking displeased. And I know for a fact that she has blocked the door. Either he wants out and he can't get out because she's blocking the door, or he's gotten in and that's why she's disgruntled. I don't know which. Lane's grabbing that. Can you guys bring in the... I don't want you to eat it. Wait, I bought cassowary eggs. I mean, I guess that's fine. I also want to... You can't haul either. I also kind of want to, like, butcher off a few more animals so we can get more of the panthers and stuff. For a hot second, I legitimately saw that come up on screen and I couldn't see what the emote was, and I thought you were looking Beza. Okay, I can see now you're waving, but I'm like, that's really something. don't lick each other. If Grim was here, he'd be like fucking licking everybody right now. But yeah, no, I figure that's like not what you're doing. Let's see. Got 40 odd young of this. Let's bring these amounts down. I know that we're culling them when they're hitting their maximum, but we should be at the point in the colony where 20 coming through is enough for most things. Dromedaries that's a bit much. I kind of almost want to let them still breed up until a point. I'm gonna have to start like putting a line in the sand for my animals because I need to be able to have my other animals breed. My horses, I culled off a lot of horses. We're good for horses for a bit. Drumbos are fine. My panthers though, this is why. Okay, so my panthers have been limited. That's why they're not replacing themselves. All right. I've been wondering because I'm down to one male panther. Oh, sorry, fucking. Yeah, one male. Sorry. My brain. What the hell? Andre, thank you. You for a resub. Fucking six months. I realized that like Jaylee brought up that like you can see how long they are and stuff. I'm like, god damn. And the techno horses. All the fucking horses. I saw horses flying around somebody else's stream the other day. And I'm like, it's pretty interesting. Sorry. My brain is just like, that raid was something. Yeah. Take you down to, I kind of want to take these down a lot more than that. But we'll take them down to 10. I think we've bred up enough. Maybe. Because I think we've got up to the maximum of most of the animals. And I need them to have some freedom to get we need our attack animals back. Like having 20 of these are a bit much, but I know that like, I guess I don't really hit like pregnancy when they're grown up, but this is fine. It's fine for the moment. And I don't have a limit on my boomalopes, but my panthers, whatever the fuck I was going wrong with this, I don't know why that's set to fucking 8. I want that to be like, honestly close to friggin' 50. I've got 50 on a horse. I don't need that many, but I just kind of want them to not cull for a while. I'm just going to leave it as 50. I'm going to regret that sometime later when I don't have meat again. And I won't know why. But let's get this back up a bit. Got 5 on the sheep, 30 on most things. Most of the animals are limited in their young. Alright. I don't usually limit the young, but I also generally have like more meat eaters and stuff. Right now I'm trying to shift why are all the animals gone? No, they'll be right. Now at the moment I'm trying to shift the herbivores over to being like most of my meat eating animals and fighting animals and stuff. I have been wondering why the fuck. I just haven't thought to look at it. But like I've had so many animals meat, right? And I haven't had panthers and I haven't thought to check why. I just thought they weren't reproducing, but I guess we've just been culling them this whole time. But yeah, I really want the panthers to come back and I want the thrombos to keep breeding. And I want some of these to get off my list a little bit so that I can actually get some meat back in everybody's diets. Mind you, we had to wait like 1 or 2 in-game years for them to actually get up to a point where we had, enough animals to harvest again. And we're going to make sure we just don't leave that. They bring the corpses inside, but they won't bring in the random stuff. Not that. Where is Trudeau? Fucking hell. The chickens and shit. Let's get you guys inside. And the eggs. I need somebody to bring the fucking cassowary eggs inside. I'm pretty sure Cat doesn't do hauling. No, you won't. Lane won't. You might. I don't care about the silver. They'll bring that in someday if they will or they won't eventually. Chalky could, maybe. I keep clicking on people that specifically won't do hauling. What is the thing? No empty accessible spot. What do you fucking mean? Hang on. What do you mean we don't have a spot for eggs? Did they not bring the iguana eggs in? Animal produce, I guess it's classified as eggs. Yeah, if it's unfertile, bring it in. And same with the insect jelly milk. I guess because I've got it on the benches. I just want to make sure that they're at least bring it inside. I still don't want fertile eggs brought in here. I don't know when this has been hit, but I guess we haven't been bringing milk in. Possibly either. It might be on the benches. Yeah, bring in all unfertile eggs. What the fuck? Very weird. Underground jade. Is that here? Yeah. Okay, well the jade can wait. Speaking of, I forgot to load up Dark Eye and what's his face? Stone. I should be able to get you guys in here. I might have enough time to be able... Oh, Cinnamon is still done. To be able to send these guys back. Because I don't really want to use this unless I have to. Where the fuck are you? It'll be like when I'm looking for them, they disappear. I had like toast before I streamed, but now I really want popcorn. Fucking Andre. Where is Stone? Not Sloan, I don't think. Are you... You're not Jealous Bedroom, are you? No. It's gotta be Stone. I'm pretty certain. I might have to look him up. Yeah, I gotta look him up. Yeah, you need to go back to the other base where they can kick your ass and put you in hospital and like you can just waste people's time over there. I don't want to send really like any stuff. Meat, maybe. Like we're gonna do cooking and shit soon, but sending over the meat actually could be a good thing to buff this up with. Send all of that. Pack up all that. And that way we can send the meat back. I had more meat than this. We had it in the hundreds, but summer and heat waves and electrical issues and anything else you can think of has just been doing that. And my hope is that the worst case scenario, I can drop it into my freezer over there. And that should hopefully solve the problem. Also, we've used up all of the fuel. So why are there so many animals gone away? That was me. Yeah. I know why they're gone. I can see the logic of why I don't have many panthers, why they were restricted. I would have had like easily 15 odd panthers and then I would have had no meat. So then I would have restricted them from breeding and their like offspring numbers and stuff like that. But then, yeah. I've forgotten to change it once the colony's healthy again. Now I've just got to kind of like tilt the balance just a little bit in each direction until I get like the right kind of balance that I want. Also, the blurring thing that we've got, I don't know what that is, just to let you know. Every so often I move around and it looks like it blurs and shit. It's doing that really bad tonight. I had to end stream at the start of stream to restart my computer and shit because RimWorld went green. I opened up RimWorld and it was just green. So I don't know what's wrong with RimWorld, but I'm guessing it's its last update. But it hasn't been doing it as bad until like just now kind of thing. It's been an interesting night. I started off with like immediately problems and I'm like, I don't even know if I want to take the time for this because I was like really tranquil and tired at the start of the stream and I'm like, I could just not stream tonight. But I'd already like gone live for like, I don't know, a couple of minutes while I was like trying to sort it out and stuff. I'm like, I should probably do the thing. Probably. Especially since like whenever I'm gonna miss a day, like the rest of like Friday, I'm probably gonna miss that day. I always kind of don't want to miss other days, plus I've missed a lot. I know that they're like intentional days off and stuff and I haven't just like not streamed because I haven't wanted to, but like I feel like I want to and I can't some days, you know. Also, I realized that I left the EMP things down here. Oh, that one can get gone. They never triggered it. I kind of want to put a heap of those along the water, but I feel like if I do... Also, by leaving this here, I want to get rid of that. I feel like if I happen to leave it here, what happens if it lands on it later and just automatically wakes everybody up? Also, I gotta put these back now that I realize that I kind of thought that they'd get destroyed. I brought these down from above. I'm thinking of resting first. Goddamn, we got progress. Amazing. I know, right? I think it's mostly just because, like, I spent Sunday, like I said, I spent Sunday, like, working through all the stuff for sorting out, like, the dreams and the sub-a-thon stuff and whatever. So I kind of was like, okay, I wasn't even sure about Monday's stream. And then I did Monday's stream. I had a lot of energy for that and that was great. But like, yeah, I was obviously like tired afterwards. I had a really great sleep though. That was nice. But I haven't kind of like had like just general tiredness. And I know that some of it is just like, you know, when you haven't slept and then you sleep and it's not quite enough kind of thing. I see those wellness things coming in. Give me a sec. And we'll hydrate and do all the posture check and stuff. I'm sitting up mostly straight. I'm just kind of like, for some reason, my whole body's like twisting sideways like a fucking banana. I don't really know why. I've been doing that for a little while now. I think I'm trying to see underneath the microphone. And I don't need to because it's not like it's that in my face. Not like the other day when it was basically resting on my eyebrows. I put it a little bit too close the other day. And it was making me uncomfortable while I was streaming. And I'm like, I should probably move this. But I was being so quiet. I'm like, I don't want to move it kind of thing, you know? I will also stretch and stuff just to like catch us up with the fuck happened tonight. Is we basically got like the infestation, the mech raid. I kind of fucked up my save and like had to go again separately. And we had the 2 traders we called in here. We had the 2 fucking special extra traders, or 3 traders if you count like the individual one. And then we had the trader at the start of the night at Minwick as well. And yeah, it's just been fucking all over the shop.